All right. 3, 2, 1. We are live.
My God, let's talk about battle rap. Part two of the part two of the part two.
Of the
Part two recap of day 2 on the second episode of the podcast of the recap.
Word up.
Let's just jump right into it. Day number 2. I'm not going to talk about every battle.
Just talk about the highlights.
I'm not even going to do positive negatives. I want to pick out topics that I've seen from some of the matches.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was super busy this weekend. I caught a couple of the PGs.
Oh, yeah. I got a chance to catch them.
Knock yourself out, my brother.
I want to talk about Kaboom.
Ooh, I did see that one.
I want to talk about Kaboom getting that good.
I did see that one. I did see
ass whooping.
I did see that one.
It was kind of like I'm here. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Philly's still actively battling to the most part, but they haven't given us like an over-the-top dominant performance with a big win. Like, there's been good matches, good showings, nostalgia, but you can feel like it's just not the same feel.
Man.
And he did work.
I was actually excited to see that one because I've been a big Kaboom fan for
Imagine had Ja 400 cut that because Kaboom was supposed to battle him.
Man, that would have been crazy. I caught that battle and I was like, damn, son, Kaboom came to do work. He did have a choke in there or a slip up, however you want to call it. You know what I mean? Mm. But overall, though, Kaboom came with the fire. But his opponent, though, who was that? Have you seen Duke before?
Yeah, I've seen Matt Face. He's on the same card when Pat and Skates battle.
Oh, maybe his battle ain't come out yet.
Yeah, his battle ain't come out yet, but he was on the card. So he's all right, man.
All I remember was dude was standing there rapping with his hands in the pocket the whole time.
I'm more just happy for like, yo, can we see Philly make an impact again in battle rap? We need it.
I guess what I'm saying is, Kaboom's a legend. He has no business being in the ring with a dude who's holding his hands in his pocket the whole time. And
hey, guess what? There's a stigma. So there's a lot of them that have not translated well, bro. Reed Dawes against John, not good. Reed Dawes against Chess was pretty good, but it took a while.
But I mean, damn.
Cicero and Cortez, Cicero and Ty Law. I mean, Kaboom when he first came back to battle Newborn. A lot of these guys were taking clear losses and it wasn't looking great. You know what I'm saying? Kaboom and Cicero battle, that was pretty dope.
But I will say this, man. And see, this is the difference, right? They put Jack Boys on the stage versus None, and decides to phone in the first 2 rounds.
Man, Kaboom.
Right. They give Kaboom some guy who's way below None. Some guy who he has no business rapping with.
Facts.
And Kaboom came in there and did work because he wants to prove a point and he has a certain goal in his mind. He's not taking this rap thing for granted. You know what I'm saying? And it was just dope to see him go in there and just kick ass and say, where's my plate at now? You know what I'm saying? So I was real happy to see that, man. That was pretty dope to me. Who else you got up on there?
Shit, man. I had a blank. I don't remember now. Street Hymns and Lu Castro. Can we talk about this, please?
Go for it, my brother.
There's a lot to talk about in this battle. Honestly, I don't even know how to begin. Like, I'm not disappointed, but I'm not disappointed in the performance on either side, but I'm intrigued by the environment around the performance and how it felt. You know, Street Hymns is what it is. Nobody disagree with me here. He's more lyrical than Lu Castro. We're not gonna have this argument whose pen game crazy. We're not gonna have this argument of whose pen is better.
Pen game crazy.
We're not gonna have this argument. But Hymns is more lyrical. Hymns is they have about the same amount of battles per resume, but Hymns has already battled some vets, Danger Zone. He's battled on the Bullpen League. You know, he did the 2-on-2 alone. So supposed to battle Quantum.
Yeah.
But no show, unfortunately.
He battled
Red Flag.
Red Flag, yeah.
Yeah, Hymns is.
He's been around.
It is what it is. Look,
he's part of the 4 Horsemen.
He's part of the 4 Horsemen. We want to see him more.
Loso.
Yes. The thing is, we just want to see him more. And he has a great personality. He's an awesome guy, fun guy. I fuck with Street Hymns.
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy.
It's all fine and dandy.
But once you jump in that ring, my brother, all that means nothing. What did you think about his in-ring performance?
Lyrically, I think it was up to par. performance wise, and the way he carried himself and his composure was not up to par.
Talk about it more. You good, brother?
Yeah, nah.
It ain't UFOs, man. It's just the planes outside.
I see a plane. I was like, what the fuck is that? Fucking Brooklyn dogs.
Yo, my man staring out the window. He thought some UFOs was flying around.
I was like, what the fuck is that? Yo, let's talk about Battlerap.
You know that joint kind of scared me because I was like, yo, was there something sitting right outside the window?
Yo, going back to his first round.
Yes, sir.
He got frustrated when he seen his lines was not landing. What?
Yo, talk about that adjustment, man.
What?
Getting into that room.
The syllable breakdown. It just, the Lu Castro stream was crazy.
Yeah.
The research into that, the numbering, the accuracy, how handcrafted it was. That shit was fire.
Fire.
But it didn't hit in the room. And then, all right, people are going to say, Lu Castro sounds like Twerk. Well, you remember, they both battled in the same league coming up. So their styles kind of are similar for a reason. They came up together. So, if anything, Lu Castro actually had it first before Twerk. But I'm not saying nobody sounds like anybody. What I'm saying is people sound the way they need to sound to adjust to the URL stage and perform well. Lu Castro, this is his 4th PG. So he's like, wow, at least he's still at it. I give him props for the resiliency, even though this is his 4th PG.
I liked what I saw from him.
Yeah, I did too. And people believe in him for the most part. And I think he's like, yo, you know what? I've been here 3 times. I've made mistakes. What I don't know, someone vaulted. Whether he thought he made mistakes or not, he got 3 attempts at it.
Yeah.
He had to know the environment better than Street Hymns.
Absolutely. And that's another thing, man. When guys look out of place, that thing looks crazy on camera.
Do you remember when Chef Trez battled Ryder and his first round had haymakers and they weren't landing and Chef Trez was sucking his teeth and got upset and you seen the frustration? I love the fact that but see the difference. Chef Trez said, fuck it, I'm going to mid-round rebuttal. The Prez Mafia shit was fire. Didn't win the round. But at least he was smart enough to be like, fuck.
I gotta do something.
This is definitely much harder than I thought it was gonna be. And he had coaching in the background. Somebody was like, "You gotta turn up your energy." He goes, "Yeah, I got you." Street Hymns had, I guess, coaching.
He's supposed to have 3 people in his corner.
He had a Saga. He had Loso. Loso hasn't had a PG though. I think Loso will know what to do. But I guess somebody will have to be in the corner. That's like, probably
Street Hymns, man. For me, it's like.
Well, Saga's in the corner, and Saga has his experience.
To me, it's like he has fun when he raps, which is fine. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it comes off like it's just not serious enough. Like it's too silly.
Yeah, you know what? I think
it's fun to write. It's fun to compete. He's got the knapsack on, but
I did not like the fact that he was so buddy.
Yeah, it's like
there's some times where like. It doesn't bother me where like it's a pure exhibition match,
right?
And you guys just know you're cool, but you just wanted to see where it goes, and you're like, all right, dap it up, and even then, I don't like to see it too much.
Just give me that after the fight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? After the match, like,
you can if the bar is really that fire, you can give the head nod. You can give the head nod,
or that was fire.
Honestly, don't hit him. To me, don't even touch him. Just give him the head nod. Just give him the head nod, or just look composed. Some people are gonna be like, nah, that shit was dope. I'm not gonna be fucking flaky here and act like everything you said was trash when you said hot shit.
Yeah.
But I guess you should have that kind of composure.
Yeah, man. It's just like it's too much going on.
Lu Castro, lyrically, his first was obviously not to par, but he, and then I guess the crowd also is more favorite.
Yeah, they rock with him. They rock with him
a bit more, but he kind of, for the most part, knew like. All right, this is how I got to adjust. This is going to hit. This is going to get the crowd going, and I'm going to throw him off his game. His advantage is he's never been here. I can throw him off his game. And round 2, that's what happened. Street Hymns choked.
Yeah.
It's hard. Even if you say Street Hymns won, lyrically he was better, it's hard to feel like he won the battle.
Anytime somebody starts a sentence off with lyrically or bar for bar, I wrote you off already. I'm like, listen, man.
I acknowledge. I acknowledge when you, because I also read battles. Whenever somebody puts out the lyrics, shouts to genius.com.
No.
Whenever they put them out, I like to read it, and I'm like, okay, I acknowledge this.
What I mean is,
right.
Like when I hear that, and then I usually go back and watch the battle.
You can tell something. There's a gap or something.
I'm like, listen, man.
There's a gap in something.
Yeah, there's a gap. And I'm like, don't go to this lyrically and bar for bar thing, because we're not typing them out and reading these battles, all right? It's not an essay contest.
Also, like, not to put pressure on Street Hymns, because I do think he's dope individual and a dope battler, but I do feel like him having that PG was bigger than him for a minute. I felt like having that PG was representing Bullpen, representing the Four Horsemen, 3 of them, which have not had not been on URL as of.
Should have taken it a little bit more seriously, you think?
I think he would have did that, and it would have gave the real good impression. I mean, John was saying before the battle, Street was going to catch a body. He's going to win 3-0. And his confidence was there. And I'm not saying John's wrong for thinking he won. Yeah. But I'm just saying John had confidence that he was going to show him there was levels. He was going to be like outclass him. And in reality, Lu Castro did that. Yeah, Lu Castro did what we thought him was going to do. Now, interestingly, Street Hymns is winning on the poll. So then that also lets you know he has a bigger audience. He has a way bigger audience. Yeah. And again, like I said, since he won the battle lyrically, it's a pay-per-view. You can replay it back. Yeah. You're gonna Street Hymns won on cam. It's a Castro won in the building. Hymns won on cam type battle.
You know what's so crazy? But the thing is, we're watching it on cam.
Not to cut you off. Yeah. I feel like PG shouldn't get the benefit of on cam wins.
They have to win in the building, you feel?
I feel like they should.
To get that kind of like...
I feel like you should have on-camera qualities, but there's some battlers that know they're not going to win in the building. They're going to win on cam, and they're fine with that. And there's some battlers that know they're going to win in the building, and they're not going to win online. Some people are aware of their fan base or the way things go. And this was, as a whole, as a PG, like, you shouldn't let it up to...
leave it up to Cam. You should be able to clearly walk away and say,
you should be able to, you know what I'm saying? And
I feel you on that. It's like, that's the point of it. It's like, the point is to show, I was happy
that he did recover and had a strong third. He did win the third round. But by that time, Lu kind of... It's crazy because even Lu kind of like took his foot off the gas pedal a little bit, but he said, "Nah, I can't." He said, "Nah, I can't." He put his foot right back down and accelerated, and at least ended the round strong. Where somebody can say the third is debatable. But he lost the third to me. He lost the third.
You have to, man, because like you never know. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes. Well, fortunately for these guys, this time it's up on a URL site. So everyone can watch it now. It's not like it might drop. It may not drop.
It gets interesting then when you see people. They take PGs, right? When they come from other leagues and they already have a fan base, and they're not saying that they're too good for PG, like they'll follow the system. Yeah. But they'll have fans that'll say he shouldn't do a PG, he shouldn't do a PG, and those people with more experience, for the most part, when you see them battle on URL, you see the pressure's different. Yep. You really see them get outclassed. They win a lot in a lot of other aspects, and they have the qualities, and more importantly, they're original. Yeah, that I'll give you. Yeah. They're original. I'm not saying Lu Castro, you're a carbon copy. Yeah. I'm just saying, you do sound a little bit like Twerk, but Twerk is working in the crowd's favor. His style works. Your style works. Some people are going to adapt to get on URL now. People are adapting their styles to find out what kind of works.
I was gonna say, like, even with Lu Castro, like, I can hear, a similar cadence, but the fact that their vocal tones are so different that you can. You can forget
similarities. We're not gonna act like this. We're not gonna act like there's not similarities.
It's just like there's similarities between Lux and B Dot. You know what I'm saying? But you can hear B Dot for B Dot. You can hear Lux for Lux.
And I agree with the same situation.
I felt like when I was watching Lu Castro,
you can hear Lu Castro.
I'm like, and then it came to my head that this the dude that people were talking about that, whatever Twerk took a little bit of the style from, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Facts. But I felt like when I was listening to Castro, I'm not even really thinking about Twerk. I'm just interested in hearing what Duke got to say for himself. You know what I'm saying? So
and Twerk's,
props to him.
I think Castro was actually technically battling prior to Twerk, even though they came in together. Yeah. But since Twerk's the more popular name, obviously that's gonna happen.
But that's what I'm saying though. Props to him for even still being able to maintain his own style and not sound like someone who adapted his style, which is not easy to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? So props to him for figuring out, because you got to think about this. If you came up with whatever, I don't know, some new recipe for making waffles or whatever, right? That no one's ever made before. And then all of a sudden somebody came along and like, I can kill this waffle recipe. And then you're like, yo, that's my waffle recipe. So for you to still make your joint stand out, even though after someone took your joint and you're still able to say, yo, my recipe's still all right over here.
Wasn't Show Off already battling as well? He had experience for his PG. and then he choked against Breeze and all that. I think we can go down the list of a bunch of other experiences like this.
Listen, man, that pressure is different, bro.
It is.
That pressure is different.
People, we're not even trying to like criticize like your resume or your experience, but we're just letting you know it really is different.
Yeah.
And you see it. Honestly speaking, you see it. And you know what's interesting too?
Talk about it.
Now this is an interesting part of the battle as well. If you notice, in the day one, Twerk stood behind a lot of the newer wave. Like he stood behind Chef, Jack, a couple other people. And in the battle, anybody that he supported or ride with or he fucks with, he stood behind them as well in day two.
Yeah.
But he also fucks with Street Hymns
right
on a lyrical level. So he was giving him his props. He was pushing him. Yeah. He was fucking with it.
Twerk
he was like, you know what? Twerk respects Street Hymns' pen.
I think ultimately Twerk just loves bars, no matter who says it. If he hears a hot bar and it's like someone who's battling someone across from the school, he's gonna love it. I can appreciate
the alliance.
Yeah, like he'll stand next to his peoples, but if somebody else kicks if the bar is hot,
and you know what? I think I could be wrong, but I think Hims and Castro look pretty cool too.
Yeah. Like I don't think it was like a crazy
they didn't cut the battle off right away.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, my fault. He said, nah, you did good, man.
Yeah, he's like, you did good too, man.
You did good too. Like they actually like talking. I can tell they fucked with each other.
I think they were just happy that they got a decent one off. Like like it wasn't trash. It wasn't nothing weird happened, because there was a couple battles where it was getting weird, man. Where you could tell it was like.
I love when the PGs start getting awkward. It's hilarious.
Yo, because the PGs be like, man, it's my only shot to get up out the hood, man. And I'm like, bruh, if you're relying on this one PG shot to get you up out the hood, you need to start taking some college courses or something, bruh. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, yo, they start getting weird because it's such a competitive thing that it's like, you're talking through a round or you're doing this, and then like the shoving starts and it's like they get way too serious. I'm like, bruh, y'all need to relax. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill, man. So I was just glad that nothing weird happened in that battle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But any other standouts for you, man, during the PGs?
There's one more thing I want to touch on with that battle. I think I'm just I'm intrigued still at the end of the day by the fan base, the pull, and the way you feel when you first watch the battle and see it live. And hopefully, I think Street Hymns will get another look. And you know how Jay Murder told us on the show? Mm-hmm. He didn't dumb his pen down, but he stopped overcomplicating it.
Yes.
I want Street Hymns to not overcomplicate it. You know what I'm saying? He was a prisoner of his own material, I think.
A lot of people fall into that.
I want to talk about that as a whole because there's a lot of great battlers. Some are even having Battler of the Year, discussions. A-Word Loso, they haven't touched URL yet. There's a bunch of people that have not touched URL yet.
It's interesting.
And it's interesting still,
It's interesting, man. I definitely feel like a lot of young guys always overwrite because they feel like to make the most complicated thing is like the illest thing ever because no one else will ever think about it. Well, if you feel like you're the only person who could ever think about this, you might be the only person who's going to be able to decipher it. That's not going to work with the masses like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to get in the groove of the URL regulars. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So everyone can take a lesson from Jay Murder and peel back just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these guys make things so complicated that
guess what?
Allow people to digest it like that.
Big T and Jay Murder throwing shots at each other.
Hey man, I'm with it, man. After that last Murder performance and after the last T performance, it might be all right. After what we saw, man, at Pearly Gates too, man, I think he can hang. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So I just think as a whole, like, the lyrical miracle, like you make fun of the lyrical miracle. They just gotta. I guess it's unfortunate, but you also have to find a way to still entertain.
Yes,
cater to the crowd.
It's more than just lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the presence. It's everything, man. Like, you gotta exude this. You know what I mean?
That's why I like Matt Flex and XL. Great battle, but it was a little underappreciated, and we were like, "Yo, this is a writer's battle. You got to sit back and hear this more than once."
Right.
And when you get those kind of battles, those are good matches, but we know those sometimes just don't take you to the next level.
Yeah.
You need to encompass more skills as a battler. But Street Hymns' career is so young. I have no problem that he's gonna bounce back, and he's so intelligent that he will bounce back. But it's just I was shocked to see it happen to him. I think him choking is what will really like, oh shit, what?
It's real right now.
Like, he really did feel the pressure. Everybody else kind of they've choked. Other people have stumbled or like sucked their teeth. but he was really like, what? What? That's crazy. You know, and I was like, damn, like, you know, I know the feeling of seeing somebody like thinking something's gonna land, and they plan their round around that, and they don't, and it doesn't hit.
That's crazy, man. That's nutty, man.
I think those are my biggest takeaways, honestly speaking. Oh, one last takeaway too.
What's up?
The first battle I think on the PG was Profilini versus
Oh, that was the big dude with the fro.
Yeah, fuck, I forgot his name, man.
Oh, versus the dude with the hat to the back.
Yeah, man.
Big man with the fro versus little dude with the hat to the back. That was the first battle.
I'm trying to remember his name. I can't.
That was the battle. Big dude with the fro.
Yeah, but
that's how I remember. There was another dude with the dreads with the hat to the back.
King Bo.
All right, cool.
Yeah, that was my first time seeing King Bo.
What you thought about him?
And I'm pretty sure that was a lot of people's first time seeing Profilini.
Yeah.
Profilini's
the big dude with the fro?
No, he's a small dude
with the hat to the back. Yeah.
So let me talk a little bit about. I want to talk a little bit about Profilini.
Go for it.
Went second place in the Charlie Clips draft night. And that event, I love what Charlie Clips did. He made a battle rap tournament. Mm-hmm. Everybody come, spit one round, 90 seconds.
Yeah.
I guess they prepared maybe 3 minutes worth of material, 6 minutes, 9 minutes, whatever.
Yeah.
And they chopped it up. So they prepare for one regular battle, but they prepare for, I think, 4 rounds in a tournament.
Gotcha.
And the last 2 contestants, whoever won first, whoever won second, was going to get drafted by a battle rap crew. The battle rap crews in the building were Team Hami, NWX, The Goonies, Cave Gang, and I said NWX already.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there was 4. I think it was one more. The Swave 7 was a judge. Oh, by the way, the battles were judged. Swave 7 was a GMB. Good.
Got you.
So, Charlie Clips is hosting. All the battle rappers is watching the scout, you know, and they're seeing what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And the last 2 contestants, the first round draft pick, his name is Nay. He battled Tay Rock. He's from Baltimore. He's been battling for a while. He battled way back, like 2010. He actually, I think he battled Big K as well. So he's been around. And I was happy to see that, you know, whatever situation he was out of, he's back in battle rap. He battled and he won the tournament. Cave Gang drafted him.
You're slow walking me, brother. Where we going with this?
No, I'm giving you the background because I feel like
I got you.
I haven't heard nobody talk about the draft night.
Got you.
So I'm letting you. Cause did you know Profilini prior? Probably not.
No, not prior. But you put me onto him though.
Yeah.
You put me
So
onto
I
the
knew a
whole
lot of
process.
people didn't know about him. So since I knew about him, I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
For me, why I was so
For
interested in his
sure.
performance. He went second in the draft. Got drafted by NWX. That's a good game to get drafted
team,
by.
Kid.
And guess what took him under the wing? The person took him under the wing was DNA.
Ooh,
one of the legends. Or
One
soon to be legend, whatever.
No.
Whatever you want, whatever you picky people want to say.
He's a legend. He's for sure a legend.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be one of the greatest of all time. Moving forward, DNA saw something in him, picked him up, got him a PG right away.
Hey, it's in the game, coach.
But there was a little bit of a handicap because he got his spot there for preparing 90-second rounds. And when he battled King Bo, I felt like I liked his bars better, but you can tell his pacing of it was a little different. He didn't expect to rap as long as a whole in one sitting.
So was his like a round short?
They went short, but they were. Do you remember DNA versus Surf, where Surf just had bars with no flow, no delivery?
But
there was
it
good
seemed like it was just off and choppy.
It's just it was choppy, but it's a bunch of just good lines written.
But nothing there to stick them together.
He goes, I'll kill the husband and the wife. I don't care about the missus. I'm Westbrook. That's fire.
Right. But it just didn't.
The setup, the line itself is fire, but the setup of it is like, wait, where'd you take me? Like, why are you?
Why are we going there?
How we got there?
Danny be doing that sometimes.
Danny
be doing that sometimes.
Yeah, man. So I was definitely like, damn. Did winning the draft night and battling in that setting, in that format, hurt his ability?
But overall, what did you think about his performance though? And when do you think like he'll be back for another PG soon? Like, was it good enough?
I think
did he show enough?
I think they're gonna promise. The bad thing is the draft night battles aren't out.
Right. But I mean, in the PG though, you thought he showed enough promise?
I personally can say he has potential, but I could see why they wouldn't call him back right away.
And what would he need to work on?
I think they're going to want to see him. They're going to actually want to see what people say about the draft night because it's not out yet.
Right.
So they want to see what he looked like in that setting if he was so good to get drafted.
Yeah.
And 2, people are going to want to see him battle again, I guess, against in a local league probably before giving him another PG right away.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so we'll see what's up with that. Know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Anything else you want to cover from the day two?
Those are my biggest takeaways from day two.
All right, my brother. So you want to take us home, my dude?
You can sign us out, bro.
All right, man. Let's talk battle rap. Once again, follow us at We Talk Battle Rap on Twitter. Follow me at Program V on Twitter. Email us at Let's Talk Battle Rap at gmail.com. So that's for any of you sponsors or anybody out there who wants to get in touch. Holla at your boys. Peace.